What's up, internet? So right now, as you're watching this video, I am not in rehearsal. I am not on stage doing a performance. I'm not in school. I am not doing a damn thing. Right now, as I stand here before you, it is day 70. I don't even know of quarantine. My state is still under a stay-at-home order, as we absolutely should, by the way. It's super fun to be living in the global epicenter of the pandemic. Woo! But anyway, this episode of Tales of Hell Week was originally intended to be filmed during Swore Angelica Tech Week, which would have happened like a month and a half ago. Honestly, since this whole thing started and I got sent home from school and then again stay-at-home order and all of that, I've had little to no motivation. I've had a lot less energy. Like, I've only really had the steam to do whatever I needed to get done in the day. I'm a person who really thrives on like being creative and making things, but in the past like couple of months, I just haven't wanted to do any of that. This is not about to be like an emotional life during Corona video. Absolutely no shade to people who have made them. I am just not a person who's very good at conveying their thoughts when it comes to emotions and making videos like that. I'm not good at it. Trust me, y'all, I have tried. I literally tried to like sit down in front of a camera and just kind of talk about what I was feeling and kind of what I was going through. It didn't work, but this is not that video. This video is literally here because I just wanted to have a laugh. So today, that's what we're gonna do. We're having a laugh. Quick little disclaimer, some of these stories were sent to me a while ago, like before things shut down. I just wanted to make that clear before someone hears like, oh, so our show last night, and was just like, what? Anyway, into the stories. The theater space we were using was rented out for a New Year's Eve party. They moved the lights and didn't move them back. People wore heels puncturing the padded top that we had for our very simple stage, and they also left scuff marks all over it. We didn't know until we came back from our week off, 2 hours before our next performance. I work at a children's theater. We were doing a Christmas show. The director was so specific on everything. He was changing stuff and asking for crazy shit up until opening night. Eventually, we acted like we were doing stuff to the lights, etc., just to appease him. My breaking point was 1, when he called me tech after 4 days of working with me all day, and 2, when he wanted these lanterns to blink slower. He kept saying slower, slower, and they weren't really. He was happy with them eventually. We were in between shows yesterday at my theater, and I was talking to my director when all of a sudden we heard chanting from one of the monitors. We looked over at the screen, and all the techs were laying in a circle on the stage floor. They were sitting in the dark, stomping and chanting, all while laying down. At that moment, one of the actors walked in asking what they were doing. Our director sighed and said, "They're summoning the devil again." The day before dress, the leading lady was helping paint the set. This was in a university theater program. She slipped on a bit of paint and hit her temple on a wall and gave herself a concussion. The leading man had already broken his thumb earlier in the semester, and a couple other people also had been hospitalized for various reasons. One of the tutors read in with a script for dress, and the leading lady had to take a day off, but was back unconcussed by the show. My wildest Hell Week story has got to be the one where I, a humble stage manager, had spent so much time in the theater itself that I got diagnosed with a vitamin D deficiency. Also discovered a new allergy, so I spent Hell Week doped up on meds, taking supplements, and with a swollen face. On the bright side, my cast felt so bad for me they finally started behaving, and my director stopped arguing with me so much. On the brightest side, I learned that I could SM whilst high on meds. Me, a firefighter, to my director, not a firefighter. Do you smell smoke? No, but it looks like the hazer might be running. There's no hazer in this show. Cue final dress being delayed over an hour while I have to go be a firefighter in a different part of the building, not our theater. And then, in a completely unrelated incident, our light board blew up. I was in Mary Poppins, and the dancers had ribbons for the ballet section, which was done in heels, of Let's Go Fly a Kite. Our second show, I stepped on one of the dancers' ribbons, tripped, but had to finish the dance. Needless to say, 2 broken ribbons and 1 sprained ankle later, I was relieved when next performance they didn't make us do tour jetés in heels. And that is about it for this video. Thank you so much to everybody who sent in a story. Leave some of your wildest Hell Week stories down below, or if you just want to vent about Corona, just go for it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that little bell notification icon because YouTube is broken, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios, internet.